So, okay. Another round of winners' quarters. We are going to be seeing Sensei again, as I said, and Inu. So, yeah, Inu has gotten second at these before, and Sensei has also placed very well in DNAs, again, both online and offline. That is a detail I like to bring up because not everyone can say that. Especially a lot of people with, like, you know, you have to have at least lived in this area to be able to say that, but... Okay, solid connect there. All I heard was the sound of Zelda's heel hitting someone. I was actually typing. I'm just going to assume that was a fair or a bear. There we go. Okay, now I'm paying attention. Yeah, so it looks like, wow. Inu is in, like, I mean, still in good shape here. You really do have to, like, respect how quickly you can die to Pyra. It just, like, all those moves really, really hit, and they just have so much range. Wow, that was another stock taken with the heels of Zelda, and honestly, dude, Inu is pretty hard to deal with. Generally speaking, like, Zelda can be a little bit tricky for a lot of reasons. Yeah, I think trying to parry that. That move does definitely shatter through shields. Alright, so be on the lookout for Fair and Bear. That has definitely been... You know, speaking of MVPs for someone in a set, that has been the MVP for Inu in this, at least this game one. Clearing out both stock 1 and 2 is going to have to steer clear of all the options that Pyra has because Sensei is going to be throwing out a lot of them, as you should with this character. Okay, he's looking for a grab there instead of throwing out a down air. I know sometimes when you get these percents, it's really tempting just to throw out the moves you know are going to connect. That is one of them. No reason to be scared of throwing that out at ledge, though. That was going to be Sensei hanging out, or hanging on, rather. And getting things done in game one, that was actually not looking good for Sensei for a while there. Inu was doing a really good job holding on. Basically just kind of holding on in general, but Sensei did make a late surge there after getting a couple of Zelda heals to the face. Okay, so it doesn't break from full. I don't know. I'm assuming that was like a full shield entirely. I don't know if it was worn down, but either way, it's sometimes hard. Just, you know, characters are still relatively new, and sometimes the way that Pyra hits your shield is still surprising, even when you know that it's going to do shield damage. But in any case, whether Inu needed to drop shield or not, we are going to be right here on Smashville, and again off to a bit of an early lead for Inu, much like game one. Yeah, so here we're going to see Inu really respecting space that you kind of have to give Pyra to some degree, because those moves do come out pretty fast and they are very strong. Both your shield and your actual person are going to be sort of shook by anything you get hit by, but you know, if you're Zelda and you got some options to at least keep Pyra at bay, you know, you got to use them. But Inu is running in here and saying, you know, maybe not super scared of some of Pyra's options, because a lot of them are committal enough, like as quick as they are. And as slow as she is. Oh my gosh. I might almost consider Inu lucky to have survived that. That move is just so polarizing, but there we go. Mythra F smash is going to be the surprising way that Inu gets taken out. Yep, looking out. Gotta look out for that Phantom. It's a bigger range than it looks. Just that the way that sword swings is very vertical. Either way, really good play from Inu. Yeah, so that's the stuff you really have to look out for this character, because that honestly could have, I don't know if it would have killed Zelda, but like it probably would have sent her pretty far at the very least. And wow, getting so much mileage out of Zelda Fair and Bear. So actually did a really good job connecting with Din's Fire. Speaking of good jobs though, Sensei holding on to that jump back there. Basically keeping him alive, because that was possibly bad news. Inu almost sniping him out. Alright, so it looked like Inu was in fact expecting that for whatever that move is called to get thrown out, but just had the wrong, I guess, placement on it, and wow, teleport's not going to do it. Wow, going out there. So really good stuff coming out from Sensei. That was going to be almost like an oddly quick 2-0, because I feel like the way those games are going, you know, you could have easily seen Inu like be able to take those games. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was a lot of points in which Inu was looking pretty good, and then just wasn't. Then Sensei just kind of coming through and making things really difficult. So it's going to be Sensei moving on the top 8. Inu taking a dip into losers. We may still see them later. I would not be surprised. Again, Inu has taken second at these DNAs before, and those are big ones too. This is a smaller DNA today. Inu's actually placed in some of the larger ones with, you know, also that have had really good players in them. So someone to probably could expect to see later on. Coming up next, I believe. Oh yeah, here's that. No Pause Tournaments team kill I was talking about a little bit earlier. You got Beast, got Dan the Man. They're going to be coming up. So some array of Pokemon on the screen. I could definitely guarantee you that, unless Beast is going some weird character, which sometimes he does. Sometimes. Might actually in a bracket like this. You never know. You never know with that guy. Yeah, so this will be our last top 16, aka winner's quarters for the day. And then we're already moving right through, man. We're going to have Ventunis joining me pretty soon. I don't know if he's coming at 9 or 9:30, so you'll be able to hear that very tall man's beautiful voice for a little while. Honestly, man, Ventunis, I honestly has definitely improved a lot as a commentator over the time. Love him or hate him, the dude's got an amazing voice, and honestly, like, he knows he's talking about the game, dude. I love having Ventunis down. Sometimes, like, yeah, like, he just be talking, and I'm just like, yeah, man. You know, like that's how I think about it. Ventunis, yeah, I love Ventunis too, man. He's like, I'm able to keep a good, like, fun casual with Ventunis while still being able to rely on, like, some degree of gameplay being talked about, which is like, can't always do that. Sometimes like sometimes I get too comfortable, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty casual all the time, but then it's just like I need that, like, check and balance to make me talk about the game. Otherwise, like, I just won't, like, insert early rounds with Gons. Like, we'll just talk about other things entirely. Yeah, I mean, Ventunis does have a podcast. You can check it out. And he's always talking about it. He's talking about that podcast and something about your mom. And oh, look at that, right above my head. Okay, I think I'm